Mark with Chubbyman Beer Reviews again. I'm on a roll. I have these beers in the fridge, and I don't want to leave them in there while I go on my trip. So I'm gonna do another review. Today's beer that I'll be reviewing is called Psyched IPA. It's from New Glory Brewing Company. It's an American IPA brewed with Mosaic, Amarillo, and Denali Hops and fermented with their neutral ale yeast, packaged in its purest form, unfined and unfiltered, for optimum experience. Store cold and drink fresh. Yes, fresh. Fresher the better. This one on the label, it says here it's 7.2 for the ABV, and it doesn't have any commercial IBU listing. It's on the bottom here, it doesn't show when it was canned, but I believe this one came out maybe 2 weeks ago. It hasn't been any more than 3 weeks. I'm thinking more like 2 weeks, but I did see it in the brewery at least a few weeks ago. Or like I said, it might be one of those. I think it was one of the limited distribution can releases, and so I just found it at my local store that carries the specialties in their craft beers. Over on Untapped, it's rated at 3.92. On Beer Advocate, it's rated at 4.05, exceptional, and then on Rate Beer, no score. There hasn't been enough people that put down their rating and so they don't have it listed on there. But back to the beer. All I could say is that New Glory and these guys, I'll continue to go back to their brewery. They're doing really good stuff. It's not just the IPAs, they're the hazies and IPAs that they do good stuff with. They do great beers as far as I'm concerned, to the other types of styles. Like if you like stouts, or you like the even a lager. They put a lager out 2 or 3 weeks back, and my brother, he doesn't like the IPA, so I grabbed him a 4-pack of the lagers they put out. They always have these funny, cool names too. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get this one going, and I'll let you know what I think, and give you my opinion, and possibly even try to explain what I think may be in part of the ingredients in more detail. I mean, the website always gives a description of the hops, and just looking at the website, it says American IPA, but it doesn't always have to be like a West Coast real bitter type IPA. Seems like they're pretty well established, and they have a big variety of beers, so I think there's a little something there for everybody. I put them in the number 3 on the top of my list in Sacramento. Okay guys, well, here we go. This one, it has really great aroma. It didn't have a real like thick head, but it did have a good amount of head on top. But the aromas, oh man, they're off the hook. It's just, it has a really good juicy smell in the aroma. I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to say it'll probably be like a tangerine, a good tangerine smell on this one. But as the appearance, it's not like a real hazy, not real hazy. You could see through it, but let me rephrase that. On the bottom part of this glass, you could see a little bit through it, but in the middle, it's more of a hazy in the middle. But it's got a nice, like a kind of a yellow on the bottom of the glass and more of like an orange on the top and middle portion of my glass. But the smell, oh yeah, I think this one's going to be good just from smelling it. So here goes my first sip. Juicy at first, and then I can get the more bitter of a bitterness to it. So it's like a combination of like a juicy one, but then it has that after the little bit of a swish and a couple sips. It has, you could taste the bitterness. It's a little bit more bitter than the beer I did yesterday, which is from another brewery, the Novo Novo one I did, the Jamba Haze. This one has more bitterness, but the aromas and the taste of the type of citrus in it, I would say it's got to be some kind of more of like a tangerine or orange, maybe even like a little bit of the way to explain it be like an orange peel with the bitterness. I'm gonna give this one. I'll give this one because it's getting up there in that range for me where it's an extra slobbery, but it's like a notch between the border. It's like a borderline extra slobbery and slobbery. So I'll give this one, based on what I experienced in these sips and the aromas, I'm gonna give it like a 4.60. I'm not disappointed. All this the New Glory beers that I drink, they seem to be really tasty. Even the one that I had about 3 weeks ago, the Ace Ventura, and that one I expect a little bit more churro taste, but it was good. And the soaked one, IPA, oh man, that was just something. I would recommend this brew. You guys, if you're loyal, faithful to New Glory, go out and get yourself one. You can find them at one of your local bottle shops or your Beer Connects, wherever you're at in Sacramento. I know Curtis Park Market probably has these. It's another one on P or R Street. It's I can't think of the name right now, but I pass it up every day on the way to work. Well, anyways, they have all the extra slobbery beers, can releases in this one. I'll think of it, and on my next review, I'll bring them up, because they're like a good place to go and get extra slobbery brews, like Curtis Park Market and some of the other favorite ones here in Sacramento, depending on where you live. So, the next time I see you guys, it's going to be in the Filipinas, and I will be doing a few reviews on these breweries that are there in Cebu City. One of the two that are on my list it's called Baguio Craft Brewery and Turning Wheels Brewery. They were the first brewery to be established in Cebu City, and then Baguio, they had another one in the area in the Philippines called Baguio City, but then there's a district in Cebu that they call Baguio, and it's a brewery that they opened up there too with the same name. So look out for me. Not sure how soon I'll get the beer reviews up, because where I'm staying, it's not in the city. So if I'm not in the city, it's kind of sketchy with the Wi-Fi, and so it may take a few extra days or a while before I get it up, but it should be fun. And I'll probably be doing some beer reviews just for the heck of it on the local beers, their domestic ones, from San Miguel, and so it should be fun. I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, or you want to know more about the brewery and this type of beer, just put me down a message, and I hope you continue to watch my videos and support me. Subscribe, thumbs up. Cheers, everybody. Peace out.